Yes, indeed. We are back. Roll up, everybody gather, come and join. Come and join. Yes, we are back. One man went to mow. It is the festive season. It is the season to be cheerful, but no good cheer to bring you, I'm afraid. We're still being held hostage by the Abokis holding us at gunpoint. The session commences, but no cherry news from me. One man went to mow. The eagle has landed.
Water, only water. Water, only water, where they see ma. Water, 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 water. Water, only water, where they see ma. Hapa o naido. Hapa o naido. Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù yé o. Ilé sọ́díyà kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rẹ̀ o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rẹ̀ o. Chief Wáìlà tí kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rẹ̀ o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù dé. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù dòdò jàre o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́ọ̀dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹ̀yẹ o ó dìlé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹ̀yẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosonama ẹ̀yẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosodúnkẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ rẹ̀ ó dìlé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run mẹ́kọ̀. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And there you are, the words of the Kegites, Iku Koniriwagbeshe. You know how that goes. Iku Koniriwagbeshe, potent, powerful prayers by the Kegites. Iku Koniriwagbeshe, as guys, I bring you this. I hounded Nigerians, secretly jailed them. I was a ruthless dictator. Who is speaking? You guessed, Mallam Buhari, of course. So, of course, tell us something that we don't know, Aboki from Daura. I hounded Nigerians, secretly jailed them. I was a ruthless dictator, a headline attributed to the Aboki from Daura. So to that, we find out just what he's talking about. To this, we find out as well, 2023, Sowore lambast ex-military dictator Babangida for endorsing Vice President Osinbajo. So quite why that endorsement and quite why it riled Sowore so much, we find out shortly. Breaking, Nigeria's secret police, DSS, released Sunday Igboho's alleged native doctor after 6 months detention. So we may or may not get to that. That's not quite a stronger story as the other ones. Buhari wants to hand over to PDP. Here is how. Azu Eshikwene is the person making this headline or making this suggestion. So that's also another story that I'll put in the back burner, may or may not get to. This I certainly almost will get to. How police officer extorted 405,000 naira from us after falsely accusing us of being cult members. University student alarm into the space. So this is a narrative that recurs copiously within the Nigerian space when they just pick you up as they sweep the streets, throw all manners of allegations at you, and sweat your bank account to empty and then throw you back on the streets. An experience that I repeat, there was one just a couple of days ago. Some guy came back from abroad and they sweated him of all of his cryptocurrencies before they cast him adrift to wander the streets of Lagos. So wandering the streets of Lagos, but wandering the streets of London, former Governor Fayoshe's brother become delivery van driver in the UK. So the mighty hat falling or not, we'll find out shortly. what is his name? Fayoshe. I can't recall his first name, but uh, Fayoshe, is it Kayode Fayoshe or whatever his first name is? Fayoshe certainly calls himself Peter the Rock, but certainly no rock for his brother. Former Governor Fayoshe's brother becomes delivery van driver in the UK. So quite what's led to that, and is that even a big deal? All of that up for discussion. So plenty to go through. Kick back, lean back, sit back. Make sure you thumb up the like button as we come in via the Eastern Quarters. Another Python dance.
Omeriwo n'Izu Oniroya Abakare Mama Dawora Olabori Meri Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Olabori Meri Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Unapori meri nande bu onye du aiko o meri wone nizu ngiro ya abakare mamanda ora unapori meri nande win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Python that's a three. Unapori Meri Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Python that's a three. Unapori Meri Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Python that's a three. Unapori Meri Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Python that's a three. Unapori Meri Nandi.
And there you heard it there first. Nandi wins the war. Ugly rumor. So from that ugly rumor, Nandi win the war, guys, I bring you this. I handed Nigerians, secretly jailed them. I was a ruthless dictator. Buhari admits to all what he is. President Muhammadu Buhari has revealed how he hounded. President Muhammadu Buhari has revealed how he hounded and secretly put in dungeons Nigerians he considered corrupt or enemies of his military regime, admitting that he was a ruthless dictator. When I came in uniform as a military dictator, much younger and a bit ruthless, I arrested those I thought were corrupt and detained them. Mr. Buhari stated matter of factly. He added, in those days, you have to declare your asset before you come on board. With the assets that you declare and what you have now, you have to explain the difference. If you cannot explain the difference, we can take it away from you and we quietly put you in Kirikiri or somewhere else. The Nigerian president stated this whilst inaugurating the Mohammed Indimi Center for Distance Learning, an international conference on Thursday at the University of Maiduguri. Mr. Buhari and other military dictators that ruled Nigeria have never been tried in court for their rights abuse and other atrocities. His current regime is replete with rights abuse, enforced disappearances, including clandestine raids on judges and activists' homes. In his second coming as an elected civilian head of state, Mr. Buhari noted that Nigerians will be in a position to judge what this administration has done under his leadership. When we came, the most difficult one was fighting corruption, the president stressed. He also noted that he would devote his remaining time in office to tackle the worsening deterioration of insecurity and grinding poverty in Africa's most populous nation. One, to secure the country. If I leave the country unsecured, it cannot be managed, the president asserted. Secondly, the economy. We have a lot of people who are unemployed. Speaking further on its dictatorial rule and its so-called fight against corruption, Mr. Buhari ruefully recalled that he too was given a dose of his medicine. But eventually, I myself was arrested, and for 3.25 years, I was detained. I think when they found out that I did not get a kobo from anybody, they let me go, added Mr. Buhari. So I joined partisan politics. I said, let's see what other Nigerians are gaining from this Babangida. I joined them, and I am in my final term. Mr. Buhari, who has at least a year and a half to spend in power, vowed to resist the urge to stay longer than constitutionally accepted by vowed to resist the urge to stay longer than the constitutional two-term of office. I swear by the Holy Quran that I will uphold the constitution of the country, and by that I must relinquish power in 17 months' time, the former despot pledged. I will go, and God willing, I hope whoever is coming after me will try to do the three things I tried to do. So there it is, right there. No remorse, no repentance. Just actually, even looking back, just enviously to the past, when this guy straddled illegally the Nigerian political space, locking people up at will, forcing them off their assets, and he's not at all remorseful for it. But quite how different is this administration now from that administration when this guy was in Kharkiv is the question. 2023, Sowore lambast ex-military dictator Babangida for endorsing Vice President Osinbajo. Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore has scolded infamous former military dictator Ibrahim Babangida over the latter's subtle endorsement of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo for the presidency in 2023. Barely 24 hours ago, Babangida expressed his support for Osinbajo when a pressure group, Osinbajo Grassroots Organization (OGO), paid him a courtesy visit at his hilltop residence in Minna, Niger State. I know the vice president very well. He is a good man. I have spoken with him a couple of times. He is a good man. We need a good man like Osinbajo at the helm of affairs of this country. Someone people can learn from. Someone people of goodwill share a common conviction with. He has this great passion for the country, and I want other Nigerians to emulate his passion for the good of our country, Babangida had said. Sowore on Friday took to his Facebook handle to criticize Babangida, noting that the ex-head of state had lost his relevance in politics. He wrote, retired, sick, and tired Babangida endorses cowardly Baba Kekere Professor Yemi Osinbajo and is jumping all over the place. Why not ask IBB why he couldn't even get to PDP? Why not ask IBB why he couldn't even get to two PDP party primaries, jokers? So that is in reference to Babangida's several attempts, of course, to come back in Babariga as a as as Mallam Buhari referenced in the previous article. So he tried and failed to come back, and now he's still trying to portend to have some political potency. So I think that is what essentially Sowore is mocking. So why not ask IBB why he couldn't even get to two PDP party primaries? Jokers. In another post, Sowore wrote, a revolution cannot be complete until oppressed citizens worry more about the consequences of their inaction than they panic about their action to end oppression. Hashtag revolution now. So there is Sowore then throwing acerbic remarks in the direction of the high and not so mighty as ever. So nothing's changed there. It's just rinse and repeat when it comes to the Sahara reporter guy. How police officer extorted 405,000 from us after falsely accusing us of being cult members. University student, a student of the University of Lagos Unilag, Yeya Samuel, has narrated how operatives at Adeniji police station in Lekki, Lagos, extorted him and his friends to the tune of 405,000 naira. According to Samuel, He was in a private car alongside a man and two ladies heading to a beach in Lekki around 11 p.m. on Tuesday when armed police officers stopped them at CMS bus stop. In his narration to FIJ, so that is the initials of some publication, I'm assuming. In his narration to FIJ, he stated that he parked the car and they all presented themselves for a search in order on the orders of the officers. So, in his narration to FIJ, he stated that he parked the car and they all presented themselves for a search on the orders of the officers. He said an officer had pointed his gun at the team of friends and cocked it even before the search began. He added that while the search was on, the officers asked questions regarding their identities. Samuel said he identified himself as a UNILAG student, while his male friend identified himself as a student of Yaba College of Tech, Yaba Tech, but it did not matter as one of the officers ordered them into a police shuttle. When I entered the shuttle, I met two men and a woman. The driver drove the seven of us to the police station. At the station, they went through our phones but found no exhibit in them. Yet they framed us for cultism. They collected everything with us, locked me and other men in the cell, and freed our female friends. If anyone tried to talk, they would slap them. In the cell, the folks we met stripped us and began to beat us. We slept there. He further said at 7 a.m. the following day, one of the officers approached him and said he and his friend would not have accepted to sleep in the cell if they were not cultists. An officer then asked them what they would offer to regain their freedom. They offered 100,000 naira. They said the least they would accept from us is 1 million naira. One of them then said we should pay 300,000 naira after we pleaded. But another officer asked us to pay 400,000 naira instead. The two guys with a woman they arrested alongside us were invited to pay 640,000 naira. They told one of them to transfer 640,000 naira to my account because none of them had an ATM. When the transaction was successful, an officer accompanied Samuel to a POS shop to close to Adeni. When the transaction was successful, an officer accompanied Samuel to a POS shop close to Adeniji police station, where they withdrew 405,000 naira and the 600,000 naira earlier transferred into his account. So the guy goes on to present receipts from that transaction. After the payment, he was presented with a bail form and was asked to write a statement as though he was in the police station in the morning to bail 4 people. They finally gave us our phone when we paid. By 11 a.m. on Wednesday, they saw us off to where our car was parked and bade us goodbye. He said, it's unbelievable, but that is the Nigerian experience for you. That is the Nigerian experience for you. You are a criminal if you're young and Nigerian, resident in Nigeria, and woe betide if the police stop you. You may be a choir minister in the church and the leader of prayer worship and a good boy all of your life. It doesn't matter. You'll be an armed robber for that instance, a cultist, a Yahoo boy, until they sweat you of all of the entirety of your bank account. So a Yahoo boy in Lagos, but a taxi driver in London. Former Governor Fayoshe's brother becomes delivery driver in the UK. So let's find out exactly how that came about. Isaac Owolabi Fayose, the younger brother of former Ekiti Governor Ayo. Yeah, so his first name is Ayo. So Isaac Owolabi Fayose, the brother of the former Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose, was filmed working as a delivery van driver in the UK. He shared the video himself on Instagram and revealed that he is a big boy back in Nigeria, but has to drive a, a van in the UK because the cost of employing someone to do it for him is too high. This abroad has no respect. Me, a big boy in Lagos, I am now driving van in the UK to deliver stout, deliver Gary. Isaac said in the video, he added, so a billionaire in Nigeria can drive a van in the UK. He also said the UK way of life he also said the UK way of life that makes economic equality possible is ideal. That is how it's supposed to be. Not some people here up and some people here down. Oppressive society Nigeria, I hail thee. So that is Fayode's brother taking his circumstances in the UK in good humor. But let's watch a clip of just how that played out, Fayode's brother, and then we take Tony's opinion, and then we round it off. But first, let's hear from Fayode's brother.
This abroad no get respect. This Obodo Igbo no get respect. We have a big boy for Lagos. I got the driver for UK, they deliver stout, they deliver Montagine, they deliver Gary. Because the cost of employing someone, Nagbese, I go enter. I don't talk to join man. So a billionaire in Nigeria can drive a van in UK. That is how it's supposed to be. Not some people here and some people down. Oppressive society Nigeria, I hail thee.
So there you have it. Fayode's brother taking his circumstances in the UK in good humor. Tony, I see you. Tony, are you there? All right, we don't appear to have Tony. So, Tony, are you there? Okay. Tony's not there. So we round it off there, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas today, of course. Tomorrow, rather, Christmas. So that's the session just before Christmas. We might well almost at least skip Christmas to reconvene the day after. So that has been the session for this session, a short and to the point one. So I'll leave it there. Carry the conversation within the comment section, but here, say peace.